Good morning, everybody. It's time for Off the Ledge. This is our daily series to keep us spiritually aligned, on track, and grounded, and especially to know that we're all in this together. And that as we visualize and reflect and intend together, and for some of us to pray together, as we come together as one mind and one consciousness, we know that we're creating a more happy, joyful, and peaceful world. So thank you for being here. The Pope was inaugurated, or is being inaugurated as we speak, and I was reflecting on that this morning and watching a little bit of it. And it really is striking to me that less than a month ago, Pope Francis was in the Pope Mobile waving to the people on Easter morning. That's how fast things are going. It's incredible to think about. It's a lot to kind of keep up with the pace. So anyhow, I always marvel just reflecting on how many people come together and in the spirit of wanting peace in the world and wanting to participate in feeling the love that is always available to us, that universal love. So on that note, please join us today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Every single Sunday I live stream Church of Spirituality, and it's an opportunity. It is truly an opportunity to come together in a virtual space, to be uplifted and inspired by spiritual teachers and leaders that were with us on the earthly plane, and many of them are no longer with us, but the wisdom that can get us through these times unscathed and untouched by evil. Let's read from Ernest Holmes. Come on, book. Okay. Today is May 18th. The moon is in Aquarius right now. That's interesting. Good day for papal inauguration. I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul in adversaries. Ooh, I like that. So this is Ernest Holmes for today. And I'll replace we for I. We now realize that there is but one mind, one presence in the universe. I just said that. This presence is God, pure, absolute, unadulterated spirit. This divine presence being everywhere and filling all space must be in me, in us. It must be that which we really are. We recognize it is in us, and it is that which we are. We let this recognition of our indwelling divinity flow through our entire consciousness. We let it reach down into the very depths of our beings. We rejoice in our divinity. Again, we affirm that the divine presence fills all space, including ourselves. We are full of God, therefore we are filled with light. Infinite intelligence governs every move we make. An all-wise counselor accompanies us at all times. The Spirit of the Almighty goes before us. As the light dispels darkness, so this truth which we now affirm dissipates all fear. It breaks down every doubt and casts out all uncertainty. It looses every sense of bondage within our minds, stimulates our imaginations with the vision of peace, of joy, and of abundance, and directs our will toward the accomplishment of our desires. And so it is. Yay, Ernest. He's starting to get, with reading this every day, Ernest Holmes is really getting sunk into my mind. It's very helpful, extremely helpful. Sneak preview, both of the readings today are from Ernest Holmes, and the theme for today, the sermon today, is entitled In Full Bloom, so definitely check it out. I also wanted to share with you this morning, before we go to the astrology for today, that last night I was just kind of perusing YouTube, and I noticed that Rick Steves has a show that's about fascism in Europe. I urge you to watch that. And after I watched a little, excerpt about the rise of Hitler and how many millions and millions of people followed Hitler, which created the start of World War II, I really reflected on it afterwards, how many people followed Hitler in Germany, and how similar the rise of Hitler is to what we've seen in the United States with Trump. But I'm going to tell you what the guides gave me this morning. I see that in 1930s Germany, Nazism rose because Hitler attracted millions upon millions of people. Honestly, there's an entire sea of people. When Hitler was rising, it looked like the entire population of Germany when you look at the footage of the crowds. So Hitler attracted millions upon millions of people to rise up in unison for hatred and division. That kind of a movement requires that many people, millions and millions and millions of people, to give it the fuel to mobilize great, great evil. But when evil is starved of enough participants, as it is in this moment in the United States, though it nips at the heels of goodness, it cannot overtake it. It is like the concept of the greased pig, too slippery to get a grip on. Eventually, the evil is starved of enough attention and energy that it needs as fuel to escalate and overpower an entire populace. Fear not, there are not enough people mired in vitriolic hatred and murderous intent to overpower the good. Seek to do good everywhere. Plant seeds of great kindness wherever you go, and the evil will be deprived enough to eventually be starved to death. Love is the greatest power in the entire universe. When we generate more and more love, hatred and evil are obliterated, reduced to a speck that can only gain power with hatred to feed it. Love always wins. It is universal law. Be one with love, and all will be well. That's direct from my guides this morning. Kind of bowled me over, but I was asking questions, and that's what came to me. Let's listen to Kathy Beale. Hang on a second. Okay. She's telling me about sinkholes in New Jersey. We'll be talking about that when I do a pop-up. Hang on a second. Here we go.
This is Kathy Beale of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for May 18th, 2025. Heavens to Murgatroyd. We are all acting on the revelations and hard conversations from the beginning of the week. This is a day of walk your talk, of show me the money, of leaving the chat, of exiting stage right or left. Like I said, heavens to Murgatroyd. That's all for now.
I like that. It's kind of like filter out what doesn't work for you. Leave the chat. Unless you have something great and good and loving and kind to say, leave the chat. That sounds like a message of that we're getting really clear. Astrologically, and I think that that's really true. 3 cards from the Osho deck to guide us through the day. Once again, please join us at 1 p.m. Sundays, Eastern Time, for Church of Spirituality. The more people pray and attend together, the more really amazing, miraculous shifts we will see. Have faith. The source is where we go to contemplate what's possible and be in harmony. I want to mention that yesterday, just to kind of illustrate that we're all pulling from the same source. All the people that do this kind of work, I mean, the ones that are really speaking truth. Rosie, on her video, Rosie's Insights, last night, she had a viewer send her a beautiful painting of Kamala Harris that just, it took my breath away. It was so amazing. So go to her channel and see what I'm talking about. And it was in alignment with what I was saying yesterday, that the guides keep telling me, go back and watch Kamala Harris on the campaign trail. That is what was stolen from us, and we are getting it back because we're not going back. And when we fight, we win. That's why I still have that banner flapping around there, facing this way instead of on the street most of the time. We have to feel the feeling of the possibility, the probability that she is our president. And do it with a sense of harmony about it, not with a sense of, oh, well, I don't know what I wish for. I don't want to wish for it because it won't happen if I wish for it. But throw that out the window. Go to source. The possibility is a probability. We will live in harmony. I just read you what the guides gave me this morning. Yes, there's evil, but the evil is not getting a grip. It's like trying to catch a greased pig for the evil, because there's too much love. There's just too much love. Too bad, evil. Sucks to be you, evil. You know? The light is winning. Whenever you're mired in fear, and whenever you're focusing on all that's bad, and you know, just yank yourself out of that. One more thing before I go for now. Mainstream media, as I've been talking about and others have been talking about, has gone completely rogue, has fallen into the Trump trap, and they're not giving you the news anymore. They're doing Trump's bidding. So write to them. Tell everyone else to write to them. We disapprove, and we hope you go bankrupt. Because we stand for truth. And so it is. All right, we'll see you later on. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please share this message. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you. We'll see you soon. Namaste.